Oh, hello. Irving outside. Reading. Who are you? You look very content. Maybe, and a dog. Maybe also an example of somebody out on the outside who is actually just doing it to be able to live their life and feel more fulfilled in the same way Bert did. Which I feel like is worse. Like Mark, I can understand. Petey, the trauma, I can get it. I understand why you would do that. Coffee! Oh, hello. All right. Okay. Man's got game. Fair play to him. Beautifully acted, by the way. Sorry, just that there seemed more like a human. The way he did it. The way he was just stood, leaning against it and just took a sip of his coffee. There's so much kind of more character in a certain way. Oh, hello. The break room? A painter. Oh, you've been having dreams, son? Yeah, like the venom stuff. Sorry, the goop that he's dreaming about. All black. Yeah. What's that about? Which one begets the other? Uh-huh. Yeah, which one came first? Is it the dreams of inside Irving giving you that? Or is it you giving inside Irving those dreams? Wishing for paint. And also, yeah, the music, I mean, it depends, right? The music, this kind of music for some people is relaxing. Some people it's, watching it seems very turbulent, very kind of, I don't know, jarring almost. And, he's painting the same picture over and over and over again. It's obsessive verging on a problem, perhaps. I wonder if inside Irving is dreaming about, I don't know, it seems very negative when he has it. It's very terrifying. Do you know what I mean? That's the way it chooses to affect him. Chooses to influence him. So perhaps actually not so much inside Irving yearning for art, yearning to paint. Maybe whatever is bothering him out here that is causing him to paint the same thing over and over again is affecting inside Irving. He just doesn't know what that is, where that comes from, and it terrifies him. But it's interesting. The painting itself seemed like the break room. Going towards the break room, or a combination of the break room and the elevator, going into work. So it's almost like it's a cruel cycle of he is being tortured on the outside because of his experience on the inside, and he's been tortured on the inside because of that on the outside. And none of it, maybe. It seems that way to me. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a peaceful thing for him. Yeah, his character gets more interesting, doesn't it, as you go on? More and more and more interesting.
Going good?
Yep.
Think you'll have a bite?
I'll get there.
Oh, okay, you're trying to do well so that it gets you some reward, or opens the door, draws meal check in. Oh, I'll drink that coffee, dude. Yeah, let's go.
We've both been done a week. What is there to do? Is she gonna make it?
She's gonna make it.
Oh, are you trying to get a waffle party?
I just wonder if it might be helpful for us to stand behind her and
Cheer.
perhaps chant her name.
Irving. Guys, you need some coffee in you, mate.
Gonna be down to the wire.
Really? We're all invested in this, okay.
Let's prep for when she makes it.
We're all in this together, eh? Okay.
Oh, and
You're just staring at her face, mate. What's going on there?
end of the quarter wellness session for Mark.
Ah, yeah.
Really?
As a gift to him? What's your game? Are you trying to get him to remember? Because she put the candle. That's crazy. She put the candle in that wellness session. And there was me thinking, like, at the time, obviously, she was just trying to give him comfort through the candle. Is she trying to get him to remember? Is she trying to see if he can? Is she a good guy? She can't be. I mean, I don't know. She's got some motive. She got some kind of motive. Maybe the gala. Maybe she's like an inside agent. No, that can't be. No, sorry, the whole thing with the shrine scuppers all of this theory, because she's all in. She's all in on the Egan thing. Or does she perhaps, she's kind of like Irving. There's so many readings of the Egan thing, I feel like, that, the company Lumen has one telling teaching of it, that has created what we have. We've seen Irving and Bert start to kind of almost brainstorm how different you can interpret it. Is she so fervent with Egan? Does she have a different perspective on it all? Does she disagree with Lumen? Is that why she's trying to get to the board? Is she some kind of like agent? Is she some kind of like, I don't know, missionary? Solo? Is she solo? I don't know. Was perhaps that expression that I was trying to read, the expression of nothing, last episode. Did I misread that? Was that not so much this is everything I've hoped for, or it was, but just for perhaps different reasons? Does she want to get there for some, and see the boy for some nefarious purpose, take them out? I don't know. A religious zealot as she is, it would kind of, yeah, maybe. So perhaps a more complex character than just the one note almost character that she's presented as when you see that shrine. But it's the thing with Mark. What's that? That's unexplained. And yeah, sorry, that's how I got started on it. It's almost like she's trying to get him to remember. And then she went to his sister and was like, does he feel like he's seeing his wife anywhere? She's trying to find out. She's trying to know, what is that? Yeah, that's so interesting. And we just found out. And he's getting a wellness session. That's going to be so fun to watch, especially with the Mark that we're seeing, the changes that we've been seeing in him. And perhaps how much he's compromised considering what outside Mark's been doing too.
And I imagine they're both very satisfied with you.
She knows exactly what to say, doesn't she? Okay, twitchy boy. Yeah, maybe Milchek is an example of the tried and tested and true employee, and actually she's maybe more of a sleeper agent. I don't know that she's with Rogabi, maybe she is. It feels like she's maybe on her own. Theorizing. It is funny. Sorry, I just remembered. I forgot to mention it last episode. But the moment that Dylan bites Milchek as well, he kind of, his voice goes kind of high pitched. He kind of goes a little bit shaky. He kind of doesn't quite know what to do with himself when someone fights back. You know what I mean? He is an example almost of the kind of person that revels in the power that they've got, but if they're ever challenged, they're so shaken by it, they're actually exposed to be quite weak. They're reinforced by their position of power, but actually they don't possess much inner power, inner strength. Hey, all right, waffle pie. What is a waffle pie? Does it involve potato waffles? Is that the waffle? What's the waffle? You know what I mean? Oh, hello. Okay.
I knew you could do it, Helly R.
Horrifying, but okay.
Even in your darkest moments, I could see you arriving here in refining your macro data file. You have brought glory to this company.
Shut up. Glory.
I love you.
Weird.
But there are others who need me around the world.
Yeah, again, almost like a god in his depiction and how he speaks. What every religious zealot wants to be told by their god, I love you. Okay.
That's quota.
Nice. Are we lulling them into a false sense of security by doing this and now we can attack? Is that the plan?
So it's on now.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
Have you decided who you want to stay for the waffle party?
What? Okay.
Dylan.
Ah.
You can choose yourself or anyone but Dylan.
What? Come on.
I'd like you to drop by wellness.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, mate, this scene's going to have so much... It's going to feel so different, innit? I love that.
Mark.
That's so interesting as well. It can't be his wife. Sorry, I know it's his wife, but I mean, she's got to be severed, right? Because everything that Mark's told us about her isn't what she's like. She's meek, she's kind of fearful. It's a severed person, I think. She's... maybe been severed against her will. I mean, maybe it'd be more interesting in a certain way if she's agreed to it. No, would it be? Dude, it's going to be interesting, whatever. Like...
Lumen needed this.
Uh-huh. Cool.
Mark? Miss Casey.
Okay.
Why is everything in boxes?
Evidently, Lumen's been blessed with a new wellness director.
She's leaving.
I'll be retiring at the conclusion of this session in the
What?
rooms.
Wait,
Why?
when did they tell you?
Just now, just a moment ago.
Oh, God. Okay. I mean, almost reminding of the boxes that he's packed away, of his wife's stuff.
And are thus eligible for this special augmented
Augmented?
Didn't think you'd get fired.
Oh, because of the thing.
has brightened people's days
Yeah, he's stressed out now, mate.
when
Let me talk to somebody.
He's stronger, isn't he? He's more of an individual person, thanks to all of this stuff that he's been going through this season.
I really liked being in the office with you all that day.
Oh.
My life has been 107 hours long. Most of that has been these half-hour sessions.
Oh, God.
For me, my favorite time was the 8 hours I spent in your department watching Helly.
And do you even know why? I don't know that she does.
It's the longest I've ever been awake.
Right, okay. No, maybe just because of that, I suppose. It's something different.
Suppose it's what you could call my good old days.
Yeah, there must be something we can do.
Haunting.
Why do you care what happens to me?
I mean, I think it's as a result of all of the stuff been going on this season. He's more independent, Rickon's teachings, whatever you want to call him. But also maybe something that he remembers about her.
Because we're people, not parts of people.
Yeah.
Even with what little they gave us, these are our lives.
Nice.
No one gets to just turn you off.
Ooh. Ooh. What is that expression? Because that was almost a good thing, and then she was kind of upset by that. But then was it almost like, is this really happening?
No one gets to just turn you off.
Like, look at her eyes. Like, her mouth drops from the smile, and it makes you think, like, she's upset. She's like, what? But then her eyes are kind of like...
No one gets to just turn you off.
Mouth drops. Shock. Almost shock in her eyes. Like, her eyes kind of, like, widen a little bit.
No one gets to just turn you off.
Yeah, it's almost like a... Oh, is he? Yeah, okay. Yes. Do you know, like that kind of thing in her eyes there. Like she's happy. And the drop of the smile wasn't because she's not happy. It's because she was kind of shocked that it happened, almost. The little twitch of her eyebrow was almost like, is he gonna... I don't even know what she wants. But I'm just trying to read...
No one gets to just turn you off.
Yeah, I think she's happy. I think she wasn't sure if this could happen, and it is. But what is she happy about? Is she happy because he's being rebellious, or is she happy because it feels like he's doing it because he recognizes her, which I feel like perhaps does Cobel want? I think it's perhaps not that he recognizes her so much, even if there is, I don't know, some kind of internal thing in his head that means that is there. I think it's more that of the Rickon stuff and everything else happening in the office with Helly and all that stuff that's been influencing him, that is influencing this. But I think perhaps Cobel is interpreting it as he recognizes her. And that's why she's happy.
You're nice, Mark.
Sorry, speculation. Yeah, she's happy. She's waiting for us. She's waiting.
Your Audi can set up a tent in under 3 minutes. Your Audi knows a beautiful rock. Your Audi.
Nice, settling back. Yeah.
You know it's good, right? That they don't remember each other.
Uh-huh.
It means the chips work. It's a win.
Right.
Take her back down to the testing floor, please.
The testing floor? Look, I might be completely wrong. Maybe she is just a lackey. Cobel. She is very much using her. Miss Casey. And I guess storing her down here, because you got to argue they're not letting her out. I guess, are they kind of unsevering her in here, like trapping her in here, and then the actual, like the outside her can't get out?
If I'm happy up there.
Of course.
Is this the room that Irving paints? The corridor? Oh, mate. So perhaps she thinks she does get to go out, and she doesn't. Yeah, this is an elevator, but this is a different one that the others use. Are we gonna see? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on with her? That is what Irving's painting. How's he seen this? I thought it was a break room, but it's that. Huh. Yeah, I think Cobel was perhaps reading it as he was recognizing her, but I think it is just he was behaving with all of the stuff he's learned this season, and she was obviously I feel like she was perhaps misinterpreting what that was, and she was disappointed when he sat back and didn't recognize her, I think. So why does she want, Milchek's like, it's a good thing they don't remember each other. The chips work. So she wants to prove the chips don't work. Is she just a traditionalist? I mean, we've seen that she got brought up the way she did. Does she just not like the chips as a method? Maybe it's as simple as that.
Egg bar social for everyone. Yes! A man whose mind is as sharp as his incisors.
Okay. I was going to ask, have we forgotten the biting incident or what? But nah. Mate, he can hold a smile, can't he? Milchek's actor. Goddamn.
Show them what you requested.
Oh, you get to request something. Okay. What is it? Am I insane? We didn't see it, did we? No. Okay.
Good.
Wow, kind of fancy eggs, not gonna lie to you.
Jesus, this is actually good.
Yeah, it looks like they put effort in.
Egg bar is coveted as
My friend. Him and his camera. Is that fake? I know, like, are you even taking pictures? Well, like, where are these pictures going?
Don't you want to see your kid again?
what we're doing tonight is just the first
Yeah.
step.
We'll get there. He believes in it. He believes in the fight.
Are you sure?
He's Dylan, mate. What? Oi, oi.
Heliar attempted 3 weeks ago.
How could you not tell us?
We also know that you've been spending time at the home of Mark Scott's sister.
Okay.
It has been decided that you be suspended from your position effective.
Damn.
You are fired.
What? Oh, that's huge.
Off, Natalie! Is the board even there?
Are they ever?
Yes.
What? Sorry, I stand corrected.
I can explain everything to the board tonight.
Please do. Yeah, this episode is going so far to kind of show actually how she has been working outside Purview. Now they all know, and it begs the question, I feel like, more so in the audience of like, why is she doing it? What is going on? You know what I mean? Because there's been something funny with Cobel this entire season. I do wonder.
The board has concluded the call.
You are very smug, mate. I don't like that. If they've gone, you can do whatever you want to her, man. That's all I'm saying. Just say what you want. Okay. The handbook. You remembering old Bert? I can see those pages and how they look. They look like pages of a Bible. Like just the thinness of them. The way it's written out. What's that? Progress of the gospel. This is presented as like a Bible.
And now in each swing of your axe or swipe of your pen, the sum of your affections.
The sum of your affections.
They may be purified and returned.
That is so religious.
No higher purpose may be found than this.
He is like in that line, and thou in the swing of your axe or your pen, your actions.
Swipe of your pen, the sum.
Whatever, the sum of your affections doesn't have to be positive necessarily. The sum of your affections could be negative, right? In your actions, depending on the moral sway, whatever it might be. And then,
That through me
they may be purified. I absolve you from that. You know, what it evokes almost, you know, Jesus dying on the cross to absolve us of our sins, forgive us of our sins, right? That's what it feels like. It's kind of, I mean, it's not, what I'm talking about isn't quite the same in a certain way. But that line is almost, you know, do what you want, we'll purify you, it's fine. I purify you of that. It's almost enabling, you know, through care, you can do whatever you want and your actions are purified. It's fine. And you can almost use that to justify anything. Also, that is a thick tome, dude. You've read all of that? How do you have the time in here?
or any higher love.
No higher love, but you found love. Or something, the beginnings of it. In Bird. You know different love. New love. Like actual love. Not empty love. Yeah. An action steeped in disrespect to the Bible, the holy text.
They won't see this coming.
Especially with Cobel gone.
We're all out there.
Well, that's a given for me.
I just hope it turns out I have things I care about. For real.
Yeah.
You pretended to care about me pretty well.
You're easy to pretend to care about.
Oh. Is he gonna have feelings for her? And then his outside self is gonna have... I don't know, this could be platonic.
As are you.
Which is fair.
Okay, refiners.
Oh god.
Need to see about a management issue and this party is over.
Okay, Mr. Tone Change. I guess you found out about Cobel. Is he getting promoted? Man, everybody getting fired, huh?
Keycard.
What does she do now? Where does she go? With all of that Egan in her.
On you go then.
If you have no standing in the company, you are no one.
The machine's designed to be operated by two.
2 people. I'll be fine.
Are you sure? Because that is an integral part, I feel like, to the plan.
We don't know how long Dylan will be able to give us, so we can't get distracted digging into our lives.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do, but come on. Mate, Mark is so alone. The only one that's kind of there is Cobel. Look for Rickon, please. He needs to find his sister, or Alexa.
From the wall.
But my friends, the hour is yours. Paid 197 slabs.
Wow. How often have you read that, dude? I guess it just made an impression.
Let's find out what's for dinner.
Come on, let's go.
You think we're about to meet our spouses?
Huh.
Maybe it's each other.
Yeah,
That'd be a hoot.
it would have been. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Maybe not so platonic. Yes! Nah, okay, well, complicated. Is it though? Should be simple.
In case we don't come back.
Yeah.
I don't know, in case we do.
Yeah. Yeah. Only complicated because his wife's still alive, to be fair. Which he doesn't know in either life, so. But, you know, very juicy story-wise, eh? What is he going to do with those feelings? And what is he going to do when he finds out his wife actually is still alive? Is he... I feel like he's got to get reintegrated at some point. You know, where's Regabi? Are we going to get a call from her? It's been a while.
Are you ready, Dylan G?
I'll be out in a minute.
You got to flush it? No. Oh. Okay. Is this for the gala? Have a feeling Cobel's gonna crash it. God, I thought that was actually him then. Yeah, the remembered man does not decay. Immortality, eh? It's in here? This is a horror show. Okay. Could we have lit it a little warmer? Is it gonna be like a sit down? A sit down with like an Egan or something? Actual waffles though, confirmed. Fair enough, hey. I do appreciate that. This is the waffle party? What's the afters? Murder? What? I don't know about you, I couldn't do it with him watching. Do you know what I mean?
Felt that fire and her in our face.
What are we thinking, Cobel? Should we rebel too? Whoa. Mate, you cleaned that up, fair play to you. Plan or no plan, he takes his waffles seriously. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's just staring at you the whole time. Mate, I'd turn it round. What? No. Really? What? Do you have to? What? Hang on, what are we doing? We're not f***ing it, are we? Is that what we do? Oh, 1 second. I think you'll find a bench press 1 poster a day. Not a big deal. Oh, it's a mask. Is it a mask? What? No. What? No. What are we doing? No. No. What is happening? Am I awake? What? Did I like pass out on the way to doing that or something? Like, I don't think I was pressing that hard, do you know what I mean? The goat. What is this? What's in the box? Is it condoms? Was I quite cock on with the Negan thing? Just, do you know what I mean? Like a little off. What's going? Oh, okay. Interesting. She's having a crisis of identity now. Yeah. She has been rejected by the cult, right? How messed up is that, by the way? This. It's so... He's gone. It's so... Sorry. This... I'm just thinking of it from the perspective of what it's supposed to be. The waffle party. It's supposed to be the highest of the highest reward. And also their existence as an inside person, a severed person, and how childish it makes them, how childlike, sorry, it makes them. How, you know, these people probably haven't had sex, haven't seen a naked body, half naked body. They're wearing masks so you can't identify them. It is just about almost the physicality. It's almost like a they only experience these inside selves of any kind of sexual release, perhaps. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's been used to control them, because I feel like a lot of people, these inside versions of them must sometimes feel that, you know, sexual tension or sexual need, desire, whatever it might be. But there's nowhere to release that, nowhere to kind of process that in a healthy manner, whatever. And I guess the company Lumen know that. And this feels like it's just another way to control them. It's using that, you know, sexual desire, the lack of being able to exercise it, and directing it somewhere into the highest reward that they can possibly give. But it's not even, I mean, I don't know, he's walked out. I would question though as to whether they even, I don't think that any, as much as I'm joking about it, I don't think there's any actual sex going on in this. I think perhaps it is just this dance, and it's almost like a tease. You know, he puts on a mask too. You know, there's no personal touch to it. It's almost sex and sexual desire without the intimacy. You know, it's devoid of intimacy. It's kind of keeping the severed selves in a constant state of suspense. You know, this is all we're drip feeding you. This is the only way you're going to get any kind of outlet to this thing in you that you can't exercise. And we control that. We control that leash. We let you have a little bit of it, but not any more than this. That to me speaks to what it is. And it is just another thing that they're using to control the inside selves. That's my read of it. And it's very weird to us watching it, but to the inside, they have no reference for any of this. So it's probably normal. I mean, look, you know, Dylan's obviously distracted. He's got his own plan of what he needs to do. But in normal times, I suppose, you know, they've talked about the waffle party being the top of the top, the best thing ever. It's clearly highly regarded and something well sought after, something they don't often get. So to their perspective, it's gonna be a good thing. Not having experienced any kind of sexual experience, this is gonna be amazing, right? Even just getting to look and watch. You know, watch them gyrate. Because I nearly made a joke before about how they were thrusting. But what does that evoke? Sex. You know, the desire for sex almost. The dance is almost constructed to evoke that in your mind. But you have to stay on the bed. You have to stay celibate. Another, you know, thing that is often associated with religion. But this used and designed for control. And it's quite poetic that he leaves, actually. The final act of rebellion, of defiance against this thing that's supposed to be so great. The first steps, perhaps, to individuality. And in the same way that they're all getting this individuality, perhaps, and we're seeing, you know, Cobel interspersed with that scene and her breakdown, perhaps we're seeing her first steps to perhaps pave the way forward for her individuality as well. Away from Egan. I mean, this breaking of what she's experienced, what she's known, and this upbringing that she's had, this rejection is potentially something that can spur her onto, getting more autonomy for herself, finding out who she is, away from Lumen, away from Egan. It's kind of the representation of that, almost, that scene and the interspersing of the two characters. The representation of what it is for Dylan and the gang, and for Cobel too.
Well, I'm headed to Devin and Rickon's. They have that party tonight. Nice. Devin asked me to double check, see if you're interested in coming.
Not nice. Although, say no.
Mark, I'm not feeling quite myself this evening.
But beautiful. You need to be around Devin and Rickon, though.
You know, maybe I could drive my own car.
Damn.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Nice. Yeah. But sorry, not good. Because inside Mark's going to see her and clam up and not say anything. It could go great, though. I mean, maybe he can expose Cobel as being a Lumen employee. And she's very unstable right now. You know, she's not going to be up together. And she's also not really got Lumen to protect anymore. Maybe it's going to be an outlet for her to be an ally. I mean...
The elusive Mark!
Hey up, my boy. How are you?
The reading starts...
The reading. Is it your book release?
Got your copy to follow along, yes?
I think I left it by my bed.
Okay. And it's a 15-minute drive back. You know what? It's fine. Unless you want to.
Rickon.
Look, she's so drunk.
She may be willing to share her copy with you.
You got a one-track mind, don't you?
Sister and brother.
Alone at last.
Gross.
Pondering a decently sized life change.
Oh.
Watch for leakies, Mark.
Ah! Let's go. I can't wait. I cannot wait for the hell and the chaos. Yeah. So how have you seen that? How is that in your mind? Because you'd argue inside Irving hasn't used that lift. Or maybe he has. Has he been in longer than 3 years? He was the first one in, surely. We don't know. Again, I don't know when Dylan got in, but it's implied that Irving's been in longer. Has Irving been in longer than 3 years? Because that's what that implies to me. And he's been reset. Again, severing is a memory thing. It seems like a small stretch to say that they could do more with that. Have they reset him and put him... Do you know what I mean? Who's Irving now? I'm questioning.
Work's just work, right?
Yes.
Yeah. To her, it was more than work. It was her life. And so that is quite revelatory for her, I think. Work's just work. It can be separate. A new idea for her, right? It's been one and the same for so long. Everything that she's doing in her outside work life has been for something to do with Egan, when she probably sees it all as the same thing. Wow. Okay. Are we going to see her? I don't think we've seen her outside unless it's been Mark bumping into her in the car park. Yeah, he's going to, God, wake up in this hellhole of a room. Oh, God.
Well, anyway, I should probably...
I don't mean to be nosy. I heard you say to Devin something about a life change.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
I was gonna have a talk with her about my job.
Really? You gonna pull yourself out?
Lumen?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean...
Thinking I might quit.
Damn. Big.
Quit.
Huge.
Severance thing, it...
changed in your mind.
Not sure I need it anymore.
Brilliant. Well, that's nice. Alright, mate. Span, what are we thinking? Oh, God. Dude, this is what I mean. Nah, yeah, so...
Get away from them, Mom.
For real. Hey, that's huge of her to say. God, Cobel's gonna be the first person he sees. That's not fun. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh, hello. Her life, Helly's life, has been very secretive. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Oh, buddy. Yeah, Helly's life has been so secretive. I wonder what the show's trying to hide. She's been the last one to be shown, really, outside. Irving we got last episode. We saw a little bit of Dylan. She is a secret, and I wonder why. Yeah. Hey. Oh, what a great penultimate episode, you know, to fling us into the finale. They get changed outside, and God, the chaos that must ensue, I swear. Yeah, I mean, predictions, I don't even know. Like, this is the thing. I feel like the show at this point has kind of, it's got so much to it, so much potential. And it begs the question of, like, whatever's going to happen next episode flings us into a season 2. I don't feel like they're going to leave it on a cliffhanger, but it is going to start a lot. Like, I mean, if they actually get to talk, like, you know, if Mark gets to talk to Devin, Devin's going to listen. You know, it doesn't matter necessarily that Cobel's there. It's going to impact things, sure, which is not ideal, but it's going to change things because Devin and Rickon are going to be there and they can communicate to outside Mark. I mean, he's thinking of quitting anyway. It's kind of beautiful in a painful way that, you know, outside Mark has got to a place where he naturally wants to leave, and we are finally making actual progress from the inside selves to uprising, coming together, getting out, changing, letting people know. It's kind of this test, isn't it, I suppose, because it's very, this plan that they have is very reliant on telling people on the outside what's going on so that they help. You know, there's an element of community there and relying, you know, taking a leap and hoping that your fellow human is going to help you. Because, I mean, they need help. They need outside help. They need to be told, their outside selves to be told. And from there, they need to, you know, have people in their corner, you know, and it kind of relies, you know, this show about work and, you know, corporatism, the how draining, depressing, horrible it can be and is. And the plan and the end of this first season, the thing is a test of whether we as humans can come together and help each other, you know. And I think there's something beautiful about that, actually. You know, underlying it all, other than the drama and the chaos that I'm sure we're going to get next episode, right? Underneath all of that is yeah, that kind of message of we are relying on each other, and it does take us all coming together to help each other to actually change anything. you know, the show is kind of going to pains to show that. But hey, that was episode 8. Yeah, next week's the finale, and from there forward, we're going to be going into season 2 straight away. The week after that. So hey, if you enjoyed this, stick around, subscribe if you're not already, like the video, give a comment, all that stuff helps the video out, helps the channel out. Early access and my gaming channel down in the description if you're interested. Thank you, God, as always, to my patrons, my YouTube members. Thank you so much for your support, genuinely. But that's it for Severance. Next week, like I say, the finale. So yeah, check back soon. But until then, see ya.